Hi, so now we're going to talk about what actually we're doing during a session, you and me. What is coaching, how it works, or more precisely, yes, what can you expect from a coaching conversation? In the years, I've been working with many people and I've received coaching multiple times, obviously, in the last 10 to 15 years. One thing I noticed is like coaching can take multiple forms, really multiple forms. Some of the session are going to be very practical and tactical, and we're going to look at your stakeholders. We're going to look at helping you getting ready and set up for some important meetings on some anything else. Other times is going to be much deeper in relationship to the vision you have for yourself and your life and within the context of your organization or beyond your organization. Other aspect of the other topics can include direct relationship with some of your peers, direct reports, your seniors, and how you respond not from a tactical or strategic perspective, but the emotional impact or influence that some of the conversation might have or have had or that you might have on others. And this will allow us to explore and deepen your relationship with yourself and how you respond to various triggers that life is presenting on your path as you grow and develop as a human, really. So that's again another form of coaching. So I think my point here is to say that every topic is welcome if we're working together. There is pretty much no taboo in what we can address in our conversation. Obviously, if I feel ill-equipped or not able to address some more traumatic or dramatic events which took place in your life, I will respectfully invite us to look at other avenues to get some support in the same way that I would invite us to get some support for a much more technical and expert level of conversation and some of your professional endeavor. So nothing different there. It's just feel like coaching and sometimes a little bit of counseling or psychiatry are a little bit in the vicinity, but for some aspect, they are not. There are things that I can address and I've been trained in and exposed to in my life for along the years, and others that I don't feel in good place to work on, or I believe that would be much better approached and effectively addressed in you working with someone else. So that's another element. During the session, how does it work? Like, how does one session work? Typically, we'll go through a very short, at least with me, chit chat, and we'll address any topic that you're going to bring to the conversation, which most likely is going to be connected to your overall arc and goal of your coaching development and the environment and context that we have explored together in our discovery or your trajectory session. And yet it might be different. Anything that you believe like, well, I really would like to get more clarity or explore or investigate this during my next coaching session with Laurent. And there is a strong, like kind of, or strong, or there is simply curiosity or emotional charge, I would say. So emotional sense or interest or energy around it. Then yes, that's a topic for us that we're going to address during the session. Now we'll ask you questions. We're going to deepen and explore what it means for you, how it works, and through a dialogue and various processes and various types of intervention, we will generate some outcome and make you more resourceful, really, because that's the end of the game, is to help you to be a bit more resourceful, a bit to be more resourceful. Because that's what's happening in a session. Towards the end of it, most likely, we're going to try to harvest, or I would say, help you get clarity about what you gain, what you learned about yourself during this session. And I recommend you do this for pretty much every conversation or meeting you go to. What did I learn about myself? What did I learn about my team? What did I learn about that topic and what do I want to do with it? And sometimes we are very prescriptive and particular about what to do next and steps 1, 2, 3. And some of the time it's about continuing the investigation and the exploration between now and next session, which will take us in a minute to what to do in between two sessions. A coaching intervention's objective is to create value, to create information, to create new understanding and new access to more resources or that you have or that you didn't have, but in any case, for you to be more resourceful and feel better equipped, even if it means that at times it doesn't feel so good at the end of it. Okay, and I will address that also. Is how should I come out of a coaching conversation? I hope that clarifies a little bit. And yes, anything is welcome, really. Maybe one thing I didn't clarify enough is because I see that often. A coaching conversation, the more you're transparent and honest, the more you are yourself during the session and voice and express what matters to you and what you feel and you think without filter, the more interesting is going to be and the more valuable is going to be this time to you. Because how many places do you have where you can fully express yourself without filter with someone sitting in front of you whose only job is to help you appreciate what's coming through yourself and make sense of it so that you can do something with it and be a bit more, let's say, happier or more aligned and confident in your ability to support yourself. Thank you for listening.